90-Day Fiancé, signs Jenny Slatten and Sumit Singh's life isn't so perfect anymore. Money problems and baby fever could be issues. Jenny Slatten and Sumit Singh from 90-Day Fiancé, the other way, are probably experiencing new challenges despite their successful marriage. Jenny first met her Indian husband on Facebook nearly a decade ago. Initially thinking he was someone named Michael Jones, she later discovered that it was Sumit's alias. Through their interactions on social media, Jenny and Sumit fell in love. After meeting in person in India, they decided to pursue a romantic relationship together. Despite their 30-year age gap, Sumit and Jenny dreamed of getting married and living together in India. Unfortunately, Jenny and Sumit encountered several obstacles on their journey to the altar. Jenny found it difficult to grasp Indian culture and Hindu religion, leading to numerous errors that caused tension between her and her in-laws. Likewise, Sumit faced challenges due to familial disagreements, with his parents urging him to end his relationship with Jenny due to cultural differences and their massive age gap. Despite this, Sumit chose to defy his family and married Jenny in August 2021 without their knowledge, ultimately proving his deep love and respect for her. Sumit and Jenny haven't been invited back to the franchise. Sumit and Jenny's days as popular reality TV stars are over. Sumit and Jenny have reached many relationship milestones throughout the years. However, recent actions indicate that they may not be completely satisfied. In 2024, they voiced their desire to return to the 90-Day Fiancé franchise. Jenny expressed her wish to share their story with fans. Despite this, the network hasn't extended an invitation for their return. While Sumit and Jenny appear content in their pictures, they may be discontent with the absence of being on TV. Filming the show together added excitement to their relationship, and they may fear that without it, their relationship could deteriorate. Sumit desired to start a family with Jenny. Sumit longed to experience the joy of fatherhood. Sumit and Jenny may also be unhappy due to the lack of progress in their marriage. When they started dating, they were aware of the risks involved in their unusual relationship. They knew that they wouldn't be able to have children because Jenny was well beyond her advanced maternal age. She didn't desire to have a baby after raising her 2 daughters. However, after they married, Sumit unexpectedly expressed a desire to become a father in 2022. Unfortunately, they haven't yet been able to have a child, which could contribute to their dissatisfaction with each other. Are Sumit and Jenny dealing with financial troubles? Sumit and Jenny aren't on the show anymore. When Jenny requested the network to recast, there was speculation about whether the couple was experiencing financial problems. There are several reasons why Sumit and Jenny may be struggling financially. Sumit's job has never been well-paying, which may be challenging, particularly in a costly area like Noida, India. Since Jenny is retired and doesn't own a business, she may be dissatisfied with her household income, which likely doesn't compare to what she used to earn in the United States. Despite these challenges, the 90-Day Fiancé, the other way couple, is still living together in India. Jenny's treatment of Sumit on 90-Day Fiancé the other way is driving me crazy. Over the years, the 90-Day Fiancé franchise has showcased a variety of stars and couples, with some leaving a more lasting impression than others. 90-Day Fiancé Season 1 started off positively and has continued to be a standard for most stars who join the show. However, as the years have gone on, I've noticed the franchise embrace a notable change in direction. Now the series tends to highlight tumultuous couples who handle their issues by embracing toxic qualities. In the current day, stars like Big Ed Brown and Jasmine Pineda are the poster children for the franchise, welcoming unhinged stars and actions. There's no denying that these stars have carved a path for themselves in the franchise and have found a way to consistently make headlines whether for good or bad. However, some stars take it above and beyond. While normally stars like Angela Deem or Jasmine are the ones to get dragged through the mud, there's another couple whose actions drive me up the wall. 90-Day Fiancé's Jenny can be needy. While I think the couple have come a long way, one major concern I've had with Jenny is her needy personality. The couple has an age gap of 30 years, so I would expect Jenny to be more flexible and understanding considering she's the older one. At the same time, I understand how having a younger partner could add to her insecurities. However, her insecurities range from Sumit's connection with his family to him working outside the home. I understand Sumit's family was not fond of their relationship and spoke poorly of her, also understand that she's retired, so Sumit working would mean she's home all alone, but her actions were controlling and toxic. The 90-Day Fiancé, the other way star would also be insecure about him spending any time apart from her at all. Especially given their age difference, I found this part of their dynamic confusing. I would have thought Jenny would be more understanding of how freedom is important, especially at a younger age. 90-Day Fiancé franchise star Jenny is disrespectful. Another major issue I had with their dynamics was how Jenny treated Sumit, especially during arguments or when Jenny felt abandoned. Jenny would scream in his face, similarly to how Angela would act towards Michael Ilasanmi. Jenny would throw verbal low blows and call Sumit inappropriate names. She yelled, shoved her hands in his face, swore at him, and even got physical a few times during some of their blow-ups. Overall, Jenny showed so much disrespect towards him and his family. Her behavior made for great reality TV and added another interesting layer to the franchise's villains. However, I found her behavior disastrous and I don't understand why she acted the way she did towards Sumit. I know they have had their issues in the past, especially concerning Sumit's lies, but Jenny should have just left once she noticed how extreme her reactions were becoming. On the other hand, I don't understand why he tolerates that behavior either. I also think Jenny self-sabotaging and essentially proving Sumit's family right when she acts out like that. Overall though, I recognize that the couple has come a long way. I think they ultimately prove that love can overcome most hurdles and, with time and patience, couples can blossom. They are one of the couples with the biggest age gaps in the franchise and have been together for over a decade. So, while fans like myself might be hasty to judge, they seem to be doing well for each other. However, I'm still concerned that in the future other potential stars will see their dynamic and think they need to embody the qualities of Jenny and Sumit to be a successful and thriving couple. 90-Day Fiancé stars Jenny and Sumit prove miracles can happen. Jenny and Sumit were the least likely couple to work out on 90-Day Fiancé. But, the TLC couple proved that miracles can happen. A recent post on social media made TLC fans raise their eyebrows in surprise. Read on for more about their latest news from India. Jenny and Sumit faced so many problems. Jenny Slatten hailed from Palm Springs, California, and she hooked up with Sumit Singh from New Delhi, India. Some TLC fans believed that catfishing worked both ways with them. But, when she arrived in India, she discovered he was already in an arranged marriage. For most 90-Day Fiancé stars, what happened between Jenny and Sumit would have been the end of the relationship. Also, their age difference was huge. Jenny was 30 years older than Sumit, and that freaked out his parents. His mom, Sadhna Singh, was so upset she wanted to commit suicide. Meanwhile, his dad Anil wasn't happy either. But in the end, the 90-Day Fiancé couple tied the knot and everyone seemed to get over their issues. Those happier moments arrived in 90-Day Diaries, but some people suspected Sadhna's olive branch was fake. After all, she treated Jenny very badly. Miracles can happen proven by Jenny and Sumit. On Wednesday this week, photos on Instagram revealed the TLC couple out and about in India. The whole place is getting ready for Christmas. So, they found a huge tree and pose in front of it. Interestingly, Sadhna and Anil were also in one of their photos. 90-Day Fiancé the other way star taps into catfishing days with dramatic makeover. 90-Day Fiancé, the other way star Sumit Singh is taking a peek back into his catfishing days. The reality TV star met his now wife, Jenny Slatten, back in 2012, pretending to be a man named Michael Joan. He kept Slatten in the dark for a year before coming clean. The duo hit it off despite the catfishing and tied the knot. Sumit Singh's recent Instagram story, although as per light-hearted fan take, has the star tapping back into his catfishing days as he posted a story with a filter that made him seem unrecognizable. According to Screen Rant, Sumit Singh posted a selfie on his story with a filter on that made his face appear clear, looking dapper with a smart beard, long locks of hair, and a suave black hat. While the story was quite light-hearted and blasé, it can't be ignored that Sumit Singh and Jenny Slatten have undergone quite a transformation this past year, especially considering how the two of them met. Sumit and Jenny have a 30-year age difference. The duo has a 30-year age gap, which was the major barrier to their tying the knot after the two of them first got to know each other. Singh and Slatten have thrown themselves into transforming their physical appearance, with the latter shedding significant pounds and the former trying to adopt a more mature look by growing out his hair and beard. Their drastic physical transformations are evident in Sumit Singh's birthday post to his wife on Instagram from November 21, 2024. The duo were last seen in 90 Day Fiancé, Happily Ever After? Season 7, where Jenny Slatten was finally accepted by her husband's parents. However, unlike the other couples in the franchise, Jenny Slatten and Sumit Singh's relationship is quite unproblematic, which doesn't make for good TV. Sumit Singh and Jenny Slatten are desperate to be back on the show. The major hurdle in their relationship was Sumit Singh's parents, especially his mother, refusing to accept Slatten. However, with that being resolved in 90 Day Fiancé, Happily Ever After? Season 7, the duo has nothing to bring to another season of the reality TV show. According to Screen Rant, Jenny Slatten had publicly reached out to the official 90 Day Fiancé casting Instagram page back in May 2024, asking to be cast again while hinting that they still have some drama surrounding their relationship that needs to be unpacked. Fans, however, commented that the couple were too boring under the following comment left by Jenny Slatten on the 90 Day Fiancé casting Instagram page. Jenny and Sumit would love to be back on the other way. 90 Day Fiancé The other ways Sumit Singh shocks fans with changing look. 90 Day Fiancé, the other way star Jenny Slatten is letting the world in on her husband Sumit Singh's transformation. The couple met online in 2011 and got married in August 2021. While the couple's 30-year age difference was a point of contention within Singh's close-knit family in India, it looks like he's changing up his look to appear almost as old as his wife. Slatten recently took to her Instagram story to share photos of her husband to see how much he has changed in a year. Slatten posted a collage featuring Singh's pictures from November 2023 and November 2024. The first picture is taken at their home, while the more recent one shows him sitting in a restaurant as he flashes his big smile. However, fans can't help but notice how mature Singh looks in the recent picture compared to 2023. Sumit Singh has completely changed his wardrobe. Slatten often shares updates about the couple's life on her social media, and Singh's transformation over the last couple of months has been apparent. While Singh has changed his hair several times during his time on 90 Day Fiancé, that's not all he has done this time around. The reality husband has completely changed his wardrobe and traded in his jeans and t-shirts for more formal button-downs. Jenny Slatten and Sumit Singh's relationship has been through many ups and downs. For starters, their relationship started off on the wrong note when Singh catfished Slatten using someone else's identity. He came clean to Slatten after 4 months of talking and Slatten chose to forgive him. However, the biggest obstacles in their journey were Singh's parents, Anil and Sana Singh, who refused to accept Slatten as their daughter-in-law. They even forced Singh to get married to another woman in India. However, Singh made it clear that he wanted to be with Slatten and ended up divorcing his first wife. It took a while for Singh's parents to approve of Slatten. While Singh's family initially disowned him for getting married to Slatten against their wishes, during the January 15, 2024, episode of 90 Day Diaries, it was revealed that they had finally come around. During a confessional, Singh shared that while it took his parents some time to accept the age difference between the couple, they finally understood his love for Slatten. According to the reality star, his dad was the first one to welcome Slatten into the family. But it took his mom a little longer. During the episode, Sana Singh shared that she has accepted the couple's marriage and added, as long as they're happy, we're happy too. Slatten also took the opportunity to express how happy and grateful she was for the arguments with her in-laws to finally end. 90-Day Fiancé, are Sumit Singh and Jenny Slatten in the US? 90-Day Fiancé, the other-way couple Sumit Singh and Jenny Slatten have been on the fence about where they would spend their married life together for the longest time. Sumit and Jenny have been a couple for more than a decade. One of the most loved couples in the franchise, there were many moments in their storyline where fans were convinced Sumit and Jenny wouldn't make it. Sumit was called a scammer. Jenny was ridiculed for dating a man who was literally half her age. At 60, Jenny should have lived in the US with her daughters and grandkids. However, Jenny made the right choice by choosing her own happiness. Catfish Sumit loves Jenny dearly. He did not scam her or use her for a green card. Sumit didn't show any interest in moving to America. He never forced Jenny to marry him quickly. Jenny, too, kept defending Sumit whenever there was criticism of him. The couple proved all their critics wrong with their successful marriage. Jenny and Sumit have recently been in the news for revealing their youthful transformations. How did Jenny and Sumit meet? Did Sumit catfish Jenny? Jenny and Sumit met in 2012 when he added her as a friend on Facebook to play online games. Sumit worked at a call center where he used the moniker Michael Jones to talk to customers, and the same was the name of his Facebook page. Sumit became friends with Jenny on Facebook but continued talking to her while pretending to be Michael. She fell for his catfish persona and, like Sumit, Michael was 25 years old when Jenny was 55. They referred to each other as husband and wife in their Facebook posts. Jenny lived in India briefly in 2013. Jenny was friends with Sumit's mom. Sumit continued the act for a year, but eventually, guilt got the better of him. He told Jenny that he was Sumit, a 25-year-old man from Delhi. They decided to do a Skype call where Jenny saw the real Sumit for the first time. Jenny realized that the smart and funny Michael was just Sumit's extended persona. Jenny decided to forgive Sumit because she thought he was cute. Jenny was embarrassed that she was catfished. She didn't even tell her daughters about it. Jenny's daughters knew of the Sumit that their mom had fallen in love with. Jenny went to meet Sumit in India. However, Sumit never told anyone that Jenny was his girlfriend. Sumit introduced Jenny as his Facebook friend. Jenny lived with Sumit's family at his house. She became good friends with Sumit's mom, Sadhna, as well. Sumit's parents saw their son sneaking into Jenny's room at night. That's when they realized Sumit and Jenny were having a physical relationship. Once Jenny left for the US, Sumit's family decided that he had to end his relationship with a woman twice his age. Jenny moved to India on The Other Way Season 1. Jenny met Sumit's secret wife. Jenny was so much in love with Sumit that she wanted to physically be with him. She was making a big sacrifice by moving to India, but Jenny's visa was approved in Other Way Season 1, and she moved to be with Sumit. Sumit had not told Jenny that he had been secretly married to a woman of his parents' choice and had been living with her for the past few years in his parents' house. He rented a different house for Jenny to live in and spent time together with the American woman away from his family. Jenny was in for a shock when Sumit's wife showed up at her doorstep. Sumit's wife's father came there to tell Jenny that Sumit had been married to his daughter for 2 years. Sumit's in-laws wanted to take him to the police and Jenny, too, because she was with a married man. Jenny parted ways with Sumit and went back to the US when he promised her he would divorce his wife for her. Sumit kept delaying the divorce for the longest time. Sumit also had to pay $20,000 in a divorce settlement. Jenny was stuck in India during COVID-19. Jenny tried getting a missionary visa. Even though Sumit was divorced now and free to marry Jenny, he kept delaying it. Sumit's hesitance made it seem like he was taking Jenny for a ride. He claimed he was scared of marriage. In reality, he was scared his parents would disown him for going against their will. Meanwhile, Jenny moved to India again in The Other Way Season 2. This time, Jenny stayed for good when COVID-19 restrictions stopped her from flying back home. She overstayed her travel visa and even thought of getting a missionary visa by becoming a Hare Krishna devotee. Jenny and Sumit married in August 2021. Jenny and Sumit went against his family's wishes. In April 2021, Sumit and Jenny tested positive for COVID-19 during the second wave in India. COVID-19 restrictions, including India's lockdown, affected her wedding plans. However, Jenny had sworn that nothing was going to stop her from marrying Sumit this time. Jenny and Sumit got married a few months later without his parents' knowledge. However, since India doesn't support dual citizenship, Jenny wasn't ready to give up her American citizenship. It appears Jenny still lives in India on a tourist visa and moves in and out of the country every 6 months to extend its validity. Jenny and Sumit considered moving to Thailand. David Toborowski and Annie Suwin tried selling them a condo in Thailand. In 90-Day Diaries, Jenny and Sumit went on their first international vacation together to Thailand, where they met with co-stars David and Annie. David, who now works as a real estate agent, had an apartment in the Jomtien Beach area of Thailand that he wanted to sell to Sumit and Jenny. The apartment is currently on sale for 2.1 million Thai baht because Sumit didn't purchase it. Sumit wanted to purchase the condo, but Jenny didn't agree to move to a new country. She'd just received Sumit's parents' acceptance and had settled into domestic bliss in India. Getting ostracized and being cut off from his family affected Sumit. Sumit's father was the first who started warming.